crowd of about 40,000 here. East have won the toss in the 1977 Brisbane Rugby League Grand Final, and it's Redcliffe running from the northern end of the breeze as Des Morris, the skipper of East, takes the ball. But it's Redcliffe in possession. Here's Forrester Grayson, the hard-charging second row forward. The lock forwards there, and it's a penalty. It's a penalty to East.
Something that Ian Tiny does quite regularly, and Forrester Grayson did it then, and that's walk forward before he plays the ball.
But East have got the chance to get away to a very good start. Holman's kick. And up go the flags. East lead 2-0, a great start. Caught in a pretty high tackle. One of the tacklers was high, but it could have been partly reflex action on the heart of Holman. And now this is the front row of Bullo making good ground, spreading tacklers everywhere, particularly Abbott, who went flying back from him. Now to Oliphant. And there's Grayson racing through. Look at Grayson bursting through. Grayson's over for the first try of the match. And Redcliffe leads 3-2. A great try.
What a tremendously determined run it was from Forrester Grayson. And this is where I feel Redcliffe should be playing the match, using those big fellas and the two big fellows involved.
An exciting start to the game, and Pearce raises the flags. And Redcliffe lead by 5 points to 2.
And already in this match, we've seen a different Redcliffe team to the one that we saw here a fortnight ago when they just narrowly defeated West.
Moffat, Oliphant, Williams, and further out then to Pearce and then to Lease. Over the halfway mark, Lease, a good run and breaks out of a tackle. Further ground and only about 28 metres out from East line. Play has been in progress 22 minutes. Redcliffe are leading 5-2 with the ball coming on to Morris. A long one out to Holman. Look at East moving now. There's Farquhar outside of him. Farquhar's over the halfway mark. He's got Callis inside. On it comes to Callis. Callis racing away, breaks away, and Callis will score. Callis racing in to score. East first try, and it's 5-all.
What a brilliant try that was. That went over 3/4 of the field. In fact, they were in their own quarter when that started, and it was good work from Des Morris. That's the rugby 4. John Abbott taking the tackle. Watch now as Morris noticed the overlap to the left-hand side of the field. It goes to Lindenberg. Then to Morris. Watch him now as he throws a long pass. That's Holman making the running. Draws the defence beautifully. Gets it into Farquhar. Watch Farquhar time his pass. Brings Obst in. Almost didn't time it to perfection because Obst was able to get back to Callis, but Callis had too much pace for Obst. Farquhar could have drawn Obst in a little further. Another 2 paces would have seen Callis clear, but Obst was able to get a hand to him, so he wasn't drawn completely in by Farquhar, but a good try.
Holman the kicker. And East are in front. East are leading Redcliffe 7-5. And it's really brought this crowd of 40,000 to life. Bells ringing, cheering, great tension here again now in what has been a most entertaining grand final. So left behind, Stacey takes it. Stacey takes it from Gardner over the quarter line. Stacey breaks one tackle. Stacey still going and held up by Heatwood. Ever so close, 5 metres out. What an exciting game this is. Holman's there, Lindenberg further out to Wood. Des Morris is there, lobs that long one. Look at the men over they've got as Curry races through. Then on to Farquhar. Farquhar must score. Steve Farquhar's in for the second try for East. And East lead 10-5. What a game. Midway between East quarter line and the halfway mark, as out it comes to Williams, further out then to the Lease and Obst. Lease again. Oh, look at Curry. Wham! A big wrap-up tackle to stop that movement with some sort of an arm injury. And it's a penalty to Redcliffe against that loose arm in the scrum by Alan Noonan, and it's a very easy kick for Bunny Pearce in front, which should take them within 3 points of East. It's only about 8 minutes before half-time. Pearce the kicker. Up go the flags, and so it's East still leading, but Redcliffe have reduced the lead. East 10, Redcliffe 7, about 8 minutes before half-time. Cross to Rod Morris, running hard on the blind side. Only about 2.5 minutes before half-time, and it's a penalty to East.
A knee in the tackle from Forrester Grayson. Give East an opportunity to possibly put another 2 points on before half-time.
For premierships, 47, 50 and 72. Here's the kick from Holman. And the flags are up. The flags are up. East lead Redcliffe 12-7. And 10 metres inside Redcliffe territory. It's East in possession. Lindenberg playing it back. That's Lindenberg, and look at the gap. Lindenberg straight through. He's got Obbs to beat. Obbs can't get near him. Lindenberg races away for the third try for East. What a start to the second half. East are leading 15-7. East overcome with joy. Steve Farquhar and Stacey, everyone running up to Lindenberg.
Here it is on the replay, and what a brilliant player this fellow is, and we all thought that his pace would be a key factor in this match. That's the fullback, Roger Kuhn, taking the tackle. Moffat the tackler. Watch now, Lindenberg dummies, goes through the middle. Look at his pace, accelerates away. Obbs had him covered, but then he veers away from Obbs, and his acceleration and pace scores the try. A great individual try by a brilliant footballer. Redcliffe were getting bottled up in their match against West with that double around, and Oliphant was far too slow, and the game being caught in possession.
East ball, penalty to Redcliffe.
It's against Lindenberg this time, but still a scrum penalty. Lindenberg, the ball coming out of the tunnel the same way, and Lindenberg kicked it back with his foot. A little trick that halfbacks do at the base of the scrum. Rather than touch the ball with their hand, they try to rake it back with the foot and try to get that away with that at the base of the scrum, but referee Ward saw that.
Redcliffe trailing 15-7. Ian Pearce takes the kick at goal, and up go the flags. And so that puts Redcliffe a little bit closer, 15-9. Only 6 points in the game, but 6 points, a very difficult number of points to gather up. Just short of the halfway mark. The lock forward, Tiny. Here's Williams, further out then to Tony Obbs, then cutting out Pearce onto Lease. And Lease moving well over the halfway mark. He's got the winger outside of him, Peter Lease. Lease still moves back inside to Obbs. Obbs breaks away from the tackle. Obbs gets it on to Vic Tighe. Vic Tighe almost through, bouncing away, but good defence again. Redcliffe looking almost certain to score in a strong attacking position, 10 metres out the line. Here's Buddy Pearce, further on then to Oliphant. Oliphant changes his mind and decides to go up the middle. As you can see, one of his supports was well and truly covered, but the referee is indicating a penalty to Redcliffe in front.
The second tackle there on the halfback, Greg Oliphant. The tackle had been made, and an East player came in to make the second tackle on Oliphant, who's on the ground injured now. East defence, they moved the ball left and right, and they moved it wide, and they caught the East defence all in the middle of the ruck, and then they moved it to the right-hand side of the field, and it was Tony Obbs who came into the back line, and they had 3 or 4 men over to the right-hand side.
And there's the kick, and up go the flags. And so only 4 points separate the teams, and it's still a pretty open match. Although East have had the better of the play most of this game, they only lead 15-11. They've scored 3 tries to 1, and they lead by 4 points. Noonan, Moffat. And look at Obbs coming into the line, the fullback. Moffat behind there, but he's playing the ball forward, and it's a penalty against Johnny Lang in front, and Pearce will certainly take this kick.
John Lang conceding penalties once more, was the man that was penalised there because he didn't get in front of the man playing the ball.
The guidance of the very popular captain, coach Ian Pearce. And here's the kick from Pearce. And up go the flags, and Redcliffe draw within 2 points of East. East leading 15-13. And is this game wide open again?
And there's no doubt that East are causing all this trouble. They're certainly losing the game themselves if they do lose it, because penalties are going Redcliffe way, 11-3 and 6-0, 6-0 in the second half penalties. And that's
30 metres out in the Redcliffe line. Lindenberg's pass to Naylor. Grayson right round the ankles. And Williams in, the other snowy-headed player, in round the top. And it's a penalty. Goals from 5 attempts. 3 from 6. 3 from 6. East have scored 3 tries to 1. They lead by 2 points, 15-13. This is 28 metres out, but right in front with the breeze behind him. It should be a certain 2 points. See if Holborn can kick it. Out go the flags. And the Tigers go to a 4-point lead, leading 17-13.
I think the most vital thing about that kick is the fact that it's just the thing that East needed to probably lift their game a little. To give
the full-time hooter will be with us at any moment, I feel. There it is. And East down, it's all over, the game's over. East have won the 1977 Grand Final, beating Redcliffe 17-13. A great win.